You said you wanted to talk.
Yes, sir. Ensign Raina Temple, formerly of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
I can show you a few things. What brings this on?
Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
Grab your equipment. I'll find a private spot.
Thank you, sir. All right. I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
Never let anything distract you. No one can compensate for your errors.
I'm confident it isn't so dire, but I take your point. You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
I didn't know your father was part of intelligence.
I thought I'd mentioned it. He was a cipher. Thank you for the lesson. A few more and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them.
Agent, we heard back from the diplomatic service about our proposed alliance with the Killik colony. Our report was soundly ignored. It seems we have less credibility than we thought.
You worked for them for years. And this is what you get.
We are twice compromised, no longer human, and no longer a diplomat. A colleague named Fulner S. sent the update on our report along with a message. He wants us to call him, accompanied by our handler. We believe he means you.
Whoever this man is, he's trying to pull something.
Quite possibly, but we'd like to know what. Shall we?
Master Hillis, I'm so glad you got my message. How are you? How's Anya?
Anora. We haven't seen her in some time, but we hear she's well. And your son?
I'm stationed on Balmora, still hoping to join the Shadow Fist. And you must be Cipher 9. It's my privilege to meet you. Rest assured, I went through channels to arrange this. Imperial Intelligence has agreed to loan me Vector so long as you're amenable.
Tell me your proposal, and I'll see what we can do.
My superiors don't see the wisdom in Vector's advice. I do. Yet I lack the authority to force the issue.
Someone is blocking you?
Tarab, Sabini, the usual crew. If I'm to win them over, I need influence. Vector, with your ties from the service and the colony's knowledge, I could amass a string of victories. And the more I succeed through your consultations, the better chance your Killik Imperial Alliance comes to pass.
What's your take on all this?
He wants us to play politics, but that is how things are accomplished.
Perceptive man. I'll be in touch with specifics.
We appreciate your aid and your patience, Agent. We are doing this to serve our people. We don't mean to neglect your company.
Tell you what, next chance we have to slip away, we'll find a planet all to ourselves.
We'll hold you to that.
Cypher, I had the most delightful conversation with Master Vector. Did you... I'm getting a feed on my earpiece. One moment. I apologize. That's the third time this week one of my security alarms has gone off.
If there's trouble, let's go. You can brief me on the way.
No need for that. I monitor all my safe houses as a matter of course. I have a few dozen around the galaxy. A precaution, really. I haven't needed them in years. Usually when an alarm goes off, it means a child has come exploring, or a rat has slipped through the ventilation shafts.
You're not going to double-check?
Hardly worth the bother. I really should dismantle the safe houses altogether. But old habits die hard. Besides, I hold out hope that I'll need to go to ground someday in one last exciting adventure.
I don't want to be caught unprepared. Keep an eye on those places.
I'm your humble servant. I'll let you know what I find.
General Racton and Darth Barris request additional agents.
Relay to Station 7. Updating tactical projections.
I have 3 fixers who need extraction from the Vuta. Listening posts are done, but...
Sir, go on ahead. I'll have the Minders debrief your team while you wait for Keeper.
You're practically running this place.
It feels that way some days. I'm Senior Watcher on a permanent assignment to base.
Sir, Operation Kingstalker needs you.
I have to go. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Raina Temple, you're debriefing.
My first. I'm a little nervous.
It isn't my office anymore, but Keeper is occupied and I thought we should talk. It's been a long time, Agent.
The new Minister of Intelligence. You signed off on my brainwashing.
Remote?
Scan complete. No listening devices found.
It'll broadcast white noise for 10 minutes. Complete privacy, even from your master. Yes, I did approve your programming. I also know you stole our files, and I know you freed yourself.
I represent the Empire and our Lord of the Dark Council. Yet you moved against me.
Darth Jadis made no friends when he rose to power, but the other Sith had to act quietly. They wanted insurance against you. If I hadn't approved your programming, they'd have found another way, and I'd be dead. I don't plan to tell anyone you're free.
You took away my life. Maybe I should take away yours.
I'm sure you're capable of it, but before you shoot me, consider this. The SIS should never have possessed Imperial brainwashing codes. Arden Koth's shuttle was found abandoned in space without any data on your shadow arsenal. And according to our records, there's no evidence of an agent hunter ever existing.
You're avoiding the subject. You're scared.
I'm showing you the truth. Someone, your hunter or his employer, is manipulating this war for his own ends. Someone with access to both Republic and Imperial resources. If someone gave Arden Koth your keyword, we need to find out who and why.
Last time I saw Hunter was on Quesh, but he's long gone by now.
Fortunately, the trail is still warm. Yesterday, a man fitting Hunter's description boarded a shuttle to the Eisen 4 asteroid colony. 9 hours ago, we received this message.
Imperial Fleet Command, this is Representative Omana Trog of the Eisen 4 mining colony. We have been monitoring your victories in this sector. While we continue to accept refugee transports, our defense systems are minimal and our population is 90% civilian. We cannot afford a confrontation. Under Republic law, I am authorized to discuss terms of surrender. All weapons powering down.
Our forces will arrive there tomorrow. We don't know if the colony's surrender is related to Hunter's arrival, but I want you after him.
You can find as many distractions as you like. I'm not going to forget what you did.
No, but you need my help to find our enemies. When you're done, if you still want revenge, I'll be here.
There's going to be a reckoning between us, Minister. And all the maneuvering in the world won't save you. For now, though, I have a rogue SIS agent to catch.
There is death here, and the radiation of the stars shines through.
Stop right there, you slime! No Imperial sets foot in my home.
You're in no condition to threaten me. Put down the blaster and let's talk.
Not after what you did. Someone sabotaged colony control. It started 2 hours after the surrender. First the tram accident, then the air filters, and the decompression. Assassin protocols and the medical droids? We surrendered. Why did you do it?
Whoever's behind this wasn't one of ours.
Then who?
Sedative administered. Lethal overdose possible.
We are from hell.
He sings his last song. Say what you have to say.
I need to know if you've seen an SIS agent. Codename Hunter.
What? The SIS? He went to colony control before we lost contact. I don't know if he made it out. But now it's sealed up tight. No one could make it past... past...
Hold still. I have some painkillers.
Not enough. But thank you.
We should go. We should find the one responsible.
Identifying. Colony control systems locked down. Enter code. Remote access in progress.
The machinery is a parasite clinging to the colony controls. If Hunter was here, we think we should call our superiors.
Ison 4 colony to Imperial Intelligence headquarters. Secure routing. This is Cipher 9. There's some sort of device here.
Cipher 9? I got your report, but we can barely read you. What's going on?
Most of the colonists are dead, and the control center is a wreck. Hunter might be responsible.
I'm linked into the colony's communications relay. Strange tech interference. Fixers don't recognize it, but I can shut it down. You followed me. You cut off control. I'm a little put out. Not that it really matters. I'm long gone. I got my massacre, and besides, it was for propriety more than anything.
Were you this obnoxious to Arden Koth, or am I special?
I tried to behave for the SIS, but for you and me, let's be bad. Look, I don't have anything against that place, but if you want a war to start right, you've got to grease the wheels. When the Republic hears that the Empire slaughtered thousands of colonists who surrendered, there won't be any more peaceful resolutions.
Why make this conflict bloodier than it has to be?
I'm making the war exactly as bloody as it has to be. Time for me to go, and you need to stop coming after me, Cipher 9. Because without anonymity, you won't last long, and I can make your operations very public. Blast! I couldn't trace him. I'll pull what I can from the machinery, but he's more right than he knows. The survivors are a problem.
These people surrendered before, and they're half dead. They won't be trouble.
As soon as word gets out what happened, other worlds we've captured will rebel. Watchers 7 and 9 are strategizing. They recommend eliminating the survivors on Ison 4, so the news of the massacre is contained.
What you're suggesting is unconscionable.
You activated the Eradicators once. This is a chance to save Imperial lives at the cost of Republic ones. Sir, look. I can give you the coordinates of the largest cluster of life forms. Maybe you can negotiate something. But I need to send in the death squad soon. Your reputation may be secure, but mine isn't.
Take the injured and go! Go!
I am Representative Omana Trog of the Ison 4 mining colony. The fool who surrendered to the Empire. What do you want of us now?
Listen to me, Representative. I want to get your people out of this alive. Tell me what you need to get off this colony. We don't have much time.
You're not serious.
It's the escape pods, sir. They were sabotaged along with everything else.
Fight us.
Not much worse they can do to us, is there? If someone could activate the fail-safes, we could leave this rock.
When you're gone, spread the word. Ison 4 was not destroyed by the Empire. It was a member of the SIS.
Save us and I'll repeat any story you want.
The Emperor and his proxies have made their intent clear. Their fleets are entering the core systems. They have broken the Treaty of Coruscant. Survivors in the Mid-Rim report the near wholesale slaughter of colonies. Surrender isn't enough. They only want death. Let there be no mistake. We are at war.
Display off. Tell me, Cypher, what's your assessment of your mission at Ison 4?
I should have been with the fleet. You're wasting my time on trivia.
Trivia like the device used to sabotage the colony? Fixer 12 recognized the override technology from Operation Starbender 8 years ago. That mission was also an anomaly. How are the new Watchers working out?
Their brains are faster than mine, sir, and they don't need as much sleep. This generation seems promising.
What were you saying about the sabotage device?
Keeper?
Starbender was a disaster, or it should have been. A pirate fleet was about to destroy an Imperial base when the pirates' flagship exploded. It was sabotaged by unknown persons. We were saved using the same technology that destroyed Ison 4. Realizing that, I reviewed other lucky incidents, Operations Morning Crest and Vanity, looking for other occurrences of this technology.
That's when you found the recording?
Yes. Caught by accident 4 years ago, simultaneous with Morning Crest.
Reporting. I am inside the SIS. Maintain cover for 6 months, then proceed. Guard your thoughts when near the Jedi. Understood.
These people have been intervening in our affairs. I assume you recognize the voice.
You're talking about old operations, strange technology. How does it all connect?
Hunter's massacre was enabled by a mystery technology we've seen before, but never traced.
At the Minister's suggestion, the Watchers and I began searching the unsolved case files for patterns of outside intervention. We found 62 relevant incidents so far. The oldest go back centuries, before the Empire revealed itself to the galaxy. But 9 are from the past 5 years.
Whom do you deem responsible?
In my analysis, an organization with espionage training and extensive resources, unaffiliated with the Republic or the Empire. Motivations unknown.
You must have some guess where they come from, what they're after.
We are working on it. The pieces just aren't there.
With the Republic at our doorstep, now is not the time to be chasing conspiracies and ghosts, but we have little choice. Someone is manipulating this war. Someone who destroyed the Shadow Arsenal and Ison 4, who gave the SIS your keyword. I need you to find these invisible agents before they do something catastrophic.
One way or another, this is my last mission from you.
Perhaps. Do the job first.
We've identified 13 possible leads on the enemy, all off-world. We'll narrow those down by the time you reach your ship.
Good. Get an hour's rest, then return to work. And you, Darth Jadis wants to see you before you leave the planet. I'll send him our findings here.
Beginning strategic synthesis. I am Grand Moff Kilran.
I confront the problem of a Republic fleet at Concord Dawn.
I respond sardonically as I consider the unique resources at our disposal. Access bounty hunter file.
Exciting times, sir. You should meet the new genetically improved Watchers.
Let's see the new crew.
Watcher 7.
Cypher 9. I am Watcher 7. My siblings and I studied your work in training.
Tell me what your studies showed.
Despite your successes, you have repeatedly acted inefficiently. Given your recent undercover operation, we wonder about the stability of your psyche.
That's enough. Return to your post. They mean well, I think. Anyway, Keeper's briefing me on your operation in an hour. Which means we both have work. Good luck.
You summoned me, Lord Jadis?
Yes. You have maneuvered well against our enemies in the Republic, and served me capably since my ascension. But I have watched the signs of convergence, and seen the war to come. Your role must change if you are to remain useful.
I've been through fire out there. I served more than capably.
You acted as required. There was no other to destroy the Shadow Arsenal.
What is the future of the war?
Cataclysm. I have deciphered the Emperor's plans, and whether they succeed or fail, I emerge stronger. For now, however, I must remove myself from the field of conflict. Let the Emperor and the Dark Council command the fleets, while I pursue other matters. You will keep the galaxy during my absence. You will have my authority, but not my protection.
You're leaving me behind? After all I've done?
Someone must remain. It is your honor and burden. I see the shape of the galaxy as only 5 others can. To intervene directly would be costly and pointless. But I do not abandon the game. Trust that the time of my return shall come, and that your obedience, as ever, will be rewarded.
I agreed to serve you in return for influence and power. Now you're running away.
My patience is limited. As for the latest request from the Minister of Intelligence, if you deem these conspirators worth your attention, find and destroy them. But choose our enemies carefully. There is neither time nor opportunity for mistakes.